Adams County. Today we had a task force that was following an individual that was wanted for Lafayette, Aurora, and over here in Adams County. We followed the location right behind us and was able to visually watch him for several hours. Being so near to the school, they were trying to make sure that everything was safe for the school before anything happened. School let out, kids had gone home, and at about 5 o'clock, our suspect walked over to Jimmy's Autos, and it appeared that he was attempting to steal a car from there. Our officers confronted him from the task force, identified themselves. The suspect immediately brandished a firearm, took off running to the east, and ran into the tire store and muffler shop into the back. Our officers, fearing for the safety of the folks inside there, the employees inside the tire store, confronted him, pointed the firearm at him. We had one officer that was involved in a shooting, and it was a fatal shooting. The suspect is deceased on scene. I'm not going to be able to give you a whole lot of information just because it's an ongoing investigation. The Adams County shooting team will be coming out to do the investigation in cooperation of the Adams County District Attorney's Office, and they will run that investigation and give a better update with more information at that time. That it was the only suspect that we were looking for in this case, and as I stated, he is deceased.
What was the suspect being sought for?
So Lafayette was looking for him for domestic violence and kidnapping. I believe there were some auto theft charges as well. I don't know, but looking at the number of witnesses that are standing outside, it seems there was quite a few witnesses.
Not specific to this incident, but what's policy within our runs into place with a lot of people?
Right, so we treat that as an active shooter, and we try and make sure that everybody is safe and secure. And so, obviously, he was armed. They knew he was armed because they went into the building, confronted him, and immediately was challenged. So, it's to preserve the life of the folks inside the building.
Can you tell us if at any time the suspect said he showed his firearm and he actually pointed it at officers?
My understanding is that he did point the firearm at the deputy once they were inside the muffler store, the muffler shop.
One of your deputies?
Correct. One of our deputies from the task force.
Explain a little bit how the task force works. It happened in Adams County.
Sure. So it was our deputy that actually shot, but the task force is a group of agencies that work together as a task force. So there were some Denver officers here, there were some Aurora officers here, some Westminster officers, all combined into this task force. But none of those other officers fired. It was only our officer, our deputy. He has a fairly lengthy criminal history from what you know, if it's the person we've identified. So it's a fairly lengthy history.
You said,
Very violent.
you said he was looking for kidnapping.
Kidnapping and domestic violence.
Has the person kidnapped been returned safely?
Yes. That was all part of the domestic, and so we knew, Aurora knew where she was this morning. So this whole incident started, we started following him here in Adams County at about 3, and surveilled him until about 5 o'clock when he started trying to take the vehicle. At 5 o'clock is when he started running across the street. Moments later, he was running.
Do you know the relationship?
I believe they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but I don't have all the details on that. That was my understanding from what I was briefed.
Go ahead.
As far as you know, it's just the one officer that shot at this time?
Correct. Just one officer.
The suspect never fired as far as you know.
Don't know that yet. Too soon to tell.
And in these task forces, how should the viewers visualize them? Are they undercover officers?
They are undercover officers. They were all highly marked up when they got out of the vehicles. All of them wearing either police or sheriffs. So they were wearing bulletproof vests that were clearly identifying them, each of them as police officers. Easily identified. The problem is we don't want to have, sometimes our patrol deputies don't know the task force is out working because it is an undercover unit. So they don't want to get shot by one of our deputies seeing somebody running with a gun. So they identify themselves very well so that they're not accidentally shot.
Are members of the task force wearing body cameras?
I don't know that at this time.
Just happened to stop here, did we have business here, conduct business here?
Too soon to tell. That will play out through any investigation. We just don't know that yet.
No idea why he stopped.
We have no idea why he stopped here. We don't know why he picked this location. We don't even know if he knew this was an area that he's been in the past. These speculations. From what the task force members told me, yes, he did know he was under surveillance. Don't know that. Thank you, gentlemen. Right? Absolutely.
Can you give us your name just one more time?
Sure. Spelling of the last one or the first?
First name.
It's Rick Ragenborn, RICKREIGENBOR. Sheriff of Adams County. Yes. Thank you guys. Sure. Yep. I don't know whose is whose and where they've been, so.